Alright, so this video I'm going to make real quick about how to pass a UA. Now that I'm on paper, I've been on paper for a long time, and this is hasn't been an issue for me for a while because I've been clean for a couple years, but this is always something that's came up, and a lot of people want to know, which ones are myths and which ones are fact. And okay, so I'll start with the Certo method. All right, the Certo is the fruit pectin that you get at Walmart. It comes, I have a pack of it back here, but I don't use. But anyway, it's fruit pectin, and there's this myth about it that what it does is it coats your kidneys and blocks the toxins from getting into your urine as you pass your piss off into the cup. That's not what it does. What the Certo does is, okay, so it's basically it's apple based. All right, it's made with apple, not a whole bunch of other fruit, just apple. So the fibers from the apple, what they do is they absorb all the toxins that are in your kidneys at the time, toxins being the drugs or whatever it was that you have in your system, and it causes it to bypass your urinary tract and go to your intestinal tract. So instead of pissing dirty, you're shitting dirty, all right? And they're not going to ask you to shit in a cup. And hopefully they never do, because that's disgusting, but that's not. So the Certo will work, but a lot of people say, it didn't work. I tried it and I went back to prison, or I violated, or I did it. It's all about timing. You got to time it right. Okay, so if you're going to use the Certo method, take two packs of the Certo, and take one of the bigger Gatorades, not the small ones, but the, I don't know how many ounces it is, but it's the bigger ones. And I personally like to use lemon lime because I don't know, the Certo doesn't taste bad, it's just real sour. But anyway, what you want to do is take the Certo, put it in the Gatorade, shake it up really, really good. Get it all mixed up and then smash it. Just drink it as fast as you can and wait, okay? And it's going to make you have to piss. But before you do that, take a couple of B12 complex, because that's going to make your urine yellow again, because the Certo will make it clear. And a lot of times, if they see clear urine, the results are gonna be inconclusive or a false positive, positive negative, whatever you want to call it. And if you're on parole or probation, they're going to make you test again, like right then and there. They're not gonna send it off to the lab to get tested to see what was wrong with it. They know that if it's clear, you either diluted your sample or and they're gonna get you. All right. So. But if you're doing this for a job or something, and you get a false positive, they got to send it off to the lab. And they're going to come back, and it's going to come back inconclusive. And then by that time, you usually got about 3 days. All right? I mean, they send it off the next day. It goes to the lab, and usually the results are there the day after, and then they come back. So you have 72 hours. Everything besides marijuana, 72 hours, that shit's going to be out. If you flush properly and just drink enough water and everything, like coke, heroin, crystal meth, pain pills, all that kind of shit, 72 hours is the general safe zone. You're okay after that. Okay. But drink the Certo, take a piss. Okay? I'd say you want to piss twice before your test. Okay, but make sure you piss once. That'll get all the garbage that's in front out of the way. Okay, the next piss is pretty much going to be the piss after everything has been bypassed from your kidneys and into your intestinal tract. Okay, that's how the Certo works. It's all about timing. Okay, and it's not guaranteed. I'm not saying that if you drink the Certo, you're going to pass. I know that if you do it right, you have a higher chance of passing your UA. Okay. Now, the second method, okay, that I know, that I have used myself, okay, it's this stuff at GNC called Q-Carbo 16, all right? And the shit's awesome, Right? They guarantee it on the bottle, but I'm telling you right now, it's not a guarantee. But I would say that you got, if you're dirty right then and there, and you do this the right way, you've got a 90% chance that you're going to pass that UA. Alright, so Q-Carbo 16. It's about 40 bucks, almost 50 bucks. Alright, it's if you're in a jam, it's worth it. I mean, what 50 bucks or 5 years? You know, what do you want to do? Depending on what your situation is. Buy the bottle. Okay, you drink it, and then you chase it immediately. You fill that bottle up with water, and you drink that. Alright, then you want to get piss at least 2 times. And this shit turns your piss like a bright neon green, yellow. It's weird. It looks like, you remember Ghostbusters, that thing Slimer, that ghost? That's like the color that it comes back. Like Toxic Avengers kind of shit. But they may or may not look at it. Why do you think we are spinning weird? Sorry, that's my homegirl. Today is September 23rd, and it was supposed to be the end of the world, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about piss test. Okay, so the Q-Carbo 16. Get it. The guy at the store will tell you how to get out of my face. The guy will tell you how to do it. You know, you drink it, chase it with the water, take 2 pisses, go and get your test. It gives you a window of time. That's what it does. It's not actually cleaning the shit out of you. It's just giving you a window of time. All right. Now, third thing. If crystal meth is your drug of choice, okay, what happens whenever you piss dirty for crystal meth is the creatine levels and the pH, okay, in your body is offset by not the pseudoephedrine itself, okay, I don't think, by all the byproducts that's used to make it. You know, the lye and the ammonium nitrate and all that other garbage that goes into it is what sets the pH off in your body. So the baking soda, 2 tablespoons of baking soda and water, all right? I would recommend drinking a really big glass of lemon water first, and then let that run through, then do the baking soda. The baking soda is going to reset your pH, all right? 2 tablespoons in an 8-ounce glass of water, usually that's the typical, you know, thing. Somebody else might say something different, but that's what, I've never had to do that, but I know people that have. And I have a homegirl who's on probation right now, and she's a tweaker, a meth head. She smokes meth every damn day. And really sucks to live that lifestyle, but she's got to piss all the time, randomly. And she calls a number on the phone, and they tell her, well, you got to come in and piss today. And she does the baking soda thing, and in my hand to God, she hasn't failed one yet. So maybe it's different for females, maybe it's different for guys. I mean, you know, so the surefire way to make sure you pass is don't do drugs. I hate it when people say that on these videos. That's really annoying. Nobody's looking it up for that advice. Like, everybody with a fucking brain in their head knows that if you don't want to fail a piss test, don't do drugs. That's just a really asinine thing to say. Because obviously people are doing drugs, and they're worried they're going to fail. So they don't want somebody to go to a video looking for help and then get the hindsight thing, you know, what you should have done, because that's not going to help you right now. What's going to help you right now? You did drugs, now you're in a jam, and you got to piss clean, so you want to know how to pass it. Okay, so then the third method is to flush. Shut your kidneys down. Be careful, because you can drown yourself. You don't want to drink too much water, but I would say if you have time throughout the day, you know, drink a gallon of water. You know, at a normal pace. I mean, don't slam it or nothing like that, because you can hurt yourself that way. But just throughout the day, drink, and just until you start pissing clear. When you start pissing clear, pop you a couple B12 vitamins. You know, and drink a Red Bull. And a Red Bull, all that stuff will make your urine go back to the color. Take a multivitamin, because the thing is, when you're pissing clear like that, a lot of those minerals and shit that's usually in your piss is gone. So you got to replace it all with a multivitamin to just kind of set things back to normal. So when they do check, it's not, drug tests are weird. So you got 5 panels and 12 panels, you got hair samples, you got saliva tests and all that. And But the typical one for jobs and parole and probation is the 5-panel piss test. And those are the easiest to beat. But, you know, that's it. That's my advice. Those things, you know, I've seen them work. So if you have a test, good luck. If you can give yourself at least 48 hours before you piss, great. Like, your chances just went up exponentially. So if you're in a jam and you got one today and you gotta go, if you got the money for it, do the Q-Carbo 16. I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna work, but your chances are gonna be a lot better, you know. And the Certo, all right, that's about the only one I know that works for weed. But if you're worried about pissing hot for weed, just go. There's a million videos on YouTube, but the problem is there's a lot of people that do hard drugs, and they're not necessarily drug addicts. They just do harder drugs, you know. And I was a heroin addict for years, you know, and I've done it all. I've shot coke, I've shot meth, I've smoked it, I've sniffed it, I've done everything. You know, I was strung out for a long time. But heroin, coke, meth, 72 hours, man, and just drinking water, and you're going to be good. If you don't have it, try the Q-Carbo 16. If you don't have the money for that, go with the Certo method, you know, and good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. Not promising it's going to work, but your chances just increased a lot. So if that's what you got today, hopefully this helps you out. You know, I don't have any reason to lie. These are the things that I know. I'm just trying to help. You know, I know what it's like. So good luck, everybody. All right. Thank you.